righty, guys. I want to welcome you guys to the Florida Coast to Coast Football Show. I have a special guest with me here today. My homie Carrington, C-Fat Jackson, is joining me today. Listen, they have a huge game coming up against Rockledge 14U, and I thought it would be nothing better than to bring the homie on there to talk about some of the things that they're doing, you know how they prepare for this game, and and what they're gonna do moving forward. Hey, C-Fat, man, without further ado, man, welcome to the show. Thanks for coming on, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, man, appreciate you, man. I was thinking today, I say, man, I done did about 4 shows with C-Fat, but I think this is the first time you on the statewide show, man.
Yeah, first time. Appreciate you having me.
Hey, man, listen, I appreciate you for coming on, man. So let's go ahead and get right to it, man.
Yes, sir.
So listen, man. You guys have a very tough game coming up, against Rockledge, this week. 2 undefeated teams. You guys have, you guys took care of them twice last year. But it's going to be your first time, facing them this year. So what's the move like around your team this week?
It's been real intense. Everybody been, locked in, focused. Getting ready, getting prepared.
Okay.
Just making sure everything is understanding and locked in. Been hype. You can tell everybody, ready to get to this game. It's the game everybody been waiting for all season. It's been the talk of the town, so just really ready to, they've just been ready to get to
it. Yeah. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Now, one of the things, man, and you and I talked about it too, what impressed me, you guys on very short notice, going out, playing the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes, man, which it's a nationally recognized, program on very short notice, man. So how did your off-season regimen, I know you guys do a lot in the off-season with the kids as well. How did your off-season regimen and also the preseason work that you guys took on, how did that help prepare you guys going into the season?
Going into the season, off-season really, it's grind time. We hit the track, we, on the field doing a couple of things, but main thing is just about getting bigger, faster, and stronger,
Okay.
And the goal to that is, we run, but we also do track too. So,
okay.
All of that ties into what goes on the football field.
Yes,
the preseason, it was something for us to see where we was at. Yeah, we might have lost, but we got to work. You know what I'm saying? Seeing where we need improvements and just made the improvements. Stuck to it. Off of 2 days, a 2-day notice, you know what I'm saying? After being in pads for 5 days, going to play the number 2 team in the country.
Yeah.
It was a tough battle. It was a tough, but we had positives in it, we had negatives, and we just used that to build off of.
Yes, sir. But the thing is, man, is that what I try to get people to understand, you guys took the fade. Regardless win, lose, or draw. You're not going to face a team like that every day. You're not going to face a team like that every week. That's probably going to be, maybe 1 or 2 of the only teams out of that caliber you're going to get to play this year. So just how important, looking back on it, how important was it for you guys to take that fade, to give you a good understanding in terms of where your team was and, what you need to work on moving forward?
Well, being that, we had those new pieces and stuff like that, it gave us a chance to see where they was at. Skill-wise, game speed-wise, see what their football knowledge was and football IQ, as far as, knowing what to do on a short notice, you know what I'm saying? So, like I said, we used that game to build off of. Yeah, we got blew out. I'll take that one to the chin. We got blew out.
Yeah.
But I'd rather get blew out 45-0 to the number 2 team in the nation than to lose the Super Bowl to a team that's not even ranked. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying?
So you guys look at the big picture.
Yeah, it gave us that hit on the chin that we needed. Mm-hmm. So I guess we've been using that as fuel, to keep everything going and keeping everything together, learning everything.
Yes, sir.
And seeing that if you don't take things serious and practice where it all begins, that that's the type of stuff that's gonna happen. So it was a huge wake up call, and let us see where we was at.
Hey, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Now, the one thing, following this, Space Coast and Rocky Edge game, this has been a huge rivalry. For some years going back. They a couple years ago, they were able to take you guys down. Last year, you guys were able to take them down twice, man. And the thing is that this is a huge game, on the East Coast and especially in Brevard County. But what do you feel as though you have to do to make sure that the kids understand that this is just a regular season game? And more than likely, you're going to have to see this team again, regardless of the outcome, of the game on Saturday.
Well, we just, we look at it like this, it's just another week. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We take it 1 week at a time. Somebody else that we got as we call it, another speed bump in the road to success, to the big house. So we just got to, like I said, treat it like it's just another week. Come out, play our football. Come out, execute, and do what we do best.
Okay. Hey, that's good, man. That's real good. Now, you guys have added a lot of new pieces, to that team. I was looking at, you guys' roster, and I'm like, man, you guys did a great, overhaul, on that team. But you're still having the same early success, that you had in previous years. How have you guys been able to get this team to gel so quickly in order to pick up right where you left off, considering that you have so many new pieces?
Repetitions. Repetition is the key. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, they fail to realize, by you constantly repeating doing something, especially with the child, constantly repeatedly doing something, they'll catch on and everything will start to fall into place.
Okay.
The best way, the best thing to think about it as, like, I don't know if anybody know, but 4 years ago, we took this team over and they hadn't won a game in 5 years.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And the first year we were there, we went 9-1. We lost to Rock Ledge in the playoffs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's why I say this is deeper. You know what I'm saying? This is where the rivalry began.
Like to say, it's deeper than rap.
Yeah, we beat them in the regular season, and they turned around and they beat us in the playoffs when it all counted for us. So, like I said, every year we pretty much had a new team.
Okay.
Just had to get that. You had to really get the repetitions. So as time progresses, now you got it. Now we ain't got to worry about having to tell you what to do all the time. Okay. Now you already know. We can just make the play call and you go out there and do your thing. So just repetitions and working out with each other and building that chemistry.
Okay. Now, when you guys are adding new pieces to your roster, is it difficult getting those guys up to speed to some of the guys like the Bunkies and some of the other kids you guys have had? Is it hard getting the new guys up to speed on what it is that you guys are doing? Because a lot of times they're coming from teams that have completely different coaching styles. They run completely different sets. So just talk to us a little bit about in terms of how is it that you're getting the new guys up to where you need them to be, making sure that the kids that are already on your team are not getting bored, with the fact that you do have to spend a little more time, with the newer guys, getting them acclimated to how you guys do things.
In all honesty, it's hard. Okay. In the beginning, it's hard because you're gonna get frustrated because you're gonna feel like, what were you learning where you were at before? You know what I'm saying? What were they teaching you where you was at before? And you always gonna run into that with new players, but it's just making the adjustment, having the patience, getting to it early. You're gonna have a new team, so you got to get to it early before football season even being thought about. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Once you get to it early and constantly do it, like I said before, repetitions.
Okay.
Repetitions is like the butter in the duck. You know what I'm saying? Once you constantly do it, like you constantly do the same thing over and over again, it's like you want to make a bowl of cereal 50 times. You gonna remember how you made that bowl of cereal the first time after you done did it 50 times.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And at the end of the day, when it comes to football, it's the same thing over and over again. No matter if you got to do one play at a time, 2 play at a time.
Gotcha. So.